Charlie from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man, see the special man. You got the dollars, make me an offer. New England Kajun Roots, Johnny understands. Johnny understands. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man, see the special man. I say, I say, I say. Who says I say, I say. Johnny says I say, I say. When everyone says no, Johnny say yes. Special man.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana.
I got my coffee, I got my dollars, and I'm looking for deals. Am I at the right place?
I say, here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you give me an offer and I'll take it.
Bless you, my child. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sister Mary Agnes. You may have heard about me from my friend Cajun Roots Reseller, Johnny. I met Johnny many years ago when he was purchasing furniture from Frankie and Johnny's in Louisiana. They were not going to give him credit, and I vouched for him. I said, let him have it with no problem. He's got the dollars. See the special man.
Let him have it with no problem.
You got the dollars, go see Johnny. He's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man.
Hello, I'm Johnny's Dough Girl. I'm here to say subscribe, hit the bell, not my belly button, and share out his shows. Always give him a thumbs up. You can even become a member. Buy him a coffee and follow his other channels like the cooking shows, my favorites, his fur babies, and more. Leave a comment, and when you watch a video, you're showing him your support.
Hi, I was looking for some jewelry. I'm going to be getting married soon. No, I don't have any credit.
Well, here at Cajun Roots Reseller, if you own a fixed income, even if it's on a sale in the Cajun Roots Reseller eBay store, guess what? Send an offer. We'll let you have it with no problem.
Johnny has many auctions, chat shows, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and all are welcome. But there's no drama or negativity tolerated on any of his channels. Now go, child, with my blessings. Watch Cajun Roots Reseller. Love always. Be kind to one another, and have a blessed day.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man, see the special man. You got the dollars, make me an offer. New England Kajun Roots, Johnny understands. Johnny understands. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man.
Hello, good morning, and welcome on this TGIF. And how's everybody doing this morning? Woke up this morning at 2 o'clock and it was 28 degrees, and it's still currently 28 degrees. The highest today is going to be 51 here in Massachusetts. First in the chat was Regina. Good morning, Johnny and everyone. Do you really want to look back at your life and see how wonderful it could have been, and yet have been you not been afraid to live it? I like that one, Regina. Good morning, Craig. Good morning, little Debbie. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are y'all doing? And Scarlett, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Yeah, November the 2nd will be time changing, falling back an hour. November 2nd. Let's see. Robin, hello, good morning, and welcome. And congratulations. Every day's Friday, right? Exactly. I know how you feel on that one. You don't know what happened. You thought it was Thursday. That was yesterday. Ashley, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. I hope you're feeling better, Scarlett. Carol, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? I got it October the 18th, not tomorrow, but next Saturday. I am doing a meetup where Cheryl Stevens will be coming towards the TNT place. If you want to meet up with us, that'll be October the 18th. We have not decided a time yet, but we settled for the 18th. That's a Saturday. Miss Denise, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? And Baby Girl Vibes, hello, good morning, and welcome. And thank y'all for the raid from Auntie Mamas. Let's see, Miss Denise, good to see you. How you doing? Auntie Mama, hello, good morning, and welcome. And thank you for the raid. Thank y'all very much. 61 and sunny, 91 degrees. Ooh, okay. Wow. Glamours, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. And Jennifer, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Hubby loves the shirt from... Oh, cool. I love that shirt. It's pretty. Well, thank you. I'm glad he likes it. Let's see here. That's good to hear, because who else bought one? There was two of y'all that bought one. I can't remember who the other one was. But yeah, thank you. I can make that work as long as Steve doesn't have to go to Scotland. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that'll be October 18th, not this Saturday, but next. Hope everything's okay. I know we haven't talked about that in a couple of days, so hope everything's okay. I've been keeping up with you on that one. We'll talk this afternoon. I'll call you. Yeah, I'll call you. Let's see. Today, there's no birthdays that I know of to tell on the calendar. Also, don't forget, if you are a member of the channel and you would like to be on the next November, let me get that clipboard. Let's start with October 25th. The Reseller Community Shop Hop. I still have 2:30 and 4:30 available if anybody wants that one. That's for anybody. And on November the 4th, I do have 4 time slots available. If you would like to be on that one, let me know by emailing me, and I'll be glad to add you to that members live. Again, that'll be November the 4th. Yeah. I have 1:15, 3:45, 4:15, 4:45 available. Just email me at CajunRootsReseller@gmail.com, and I'll be glad to add you. Put in the subject line which show you're interested in. Everybody's saying hello. Marlene, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. John, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. And I'm caught up. All right. So again, I do have a couple of entries that came in. I want to first say that the first one we're going to show today is from Becky's Vintage and More. Sent in an item that sold, so we'll show that first. And so, as y'all know, every Friday we do the Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It? It's a game that we play every Friday. And so, without further ado, let's get into the show.
It's time for everybody's favorite segment where we ask,
Would you buy it or would you leave it?
the game show that asks, when you're out and about sourcing, would you buy it for resale? How much you would pay for it? Or would you leave it? And now the host of Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It, Johnny Cajun Roots Reseller.
That's right. It's the Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It, as we do every Friday. And I do have a couple of entries that we're going to go over. And the first one is from Becky, Vintage and More. Now, I hope I say this correctly. It is a Mamigami Gama. It is a ceramic mug, San X Japan. It's 3.5 inches tall by 5 inches wide. I had to look this one up because I've never heard of this one before. But it is a mug with a little bean. I think it's pretty cute. I've never seen one of these before. I didn't know until I had to look it up. I had to find out what it was. Never heard of it before. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it's sold for? Comments? Let's see here. It is cute. I just never seen one like this before. It's a coffee mug. I know I would have picked it up because it was different. But I've never seen one like this before. I would have had to Google it. Googleize it. Ms. Denise says pick this up for $1 and sell it for $12. And it's supposedly a rare one. It's an 11.5 ounce cup. And 5 inches wide. All right, let's see here. John says I'd pick this up for $1 and sell it for $22. Regina says I'd pick this up for $2 and sell it for $18. Little Debbie says I'd pick this up for $3 and turn it into $69. Glama says I would leave it, but it is too tempting to keep it. I would have to mugs, yeah, right. We all do, I believe. I know I do. We moved that to window them down some, at least try to. We got so much of them. You would buy it, break it, and ship it to Carol. Wow, Craig. What a waste of money. Lord Jesus. Scarlett said, I'd pick up for $3 and sell it for $69. Well, Becky picked this up at a, where did she buy this at? Let's see. I bought this at she bought it for $6. It took her 2 months to sell it. And she sold it for $45. $45. And she paid $6 for it. And it only took 2 months to sell. Now, I bet you won't be breaking that one and doing that again, huh, Craig? If you do, yeah. I don't know why. Let's see. That was from Becky. Is that the one I just showed? Yep. Yeah, I can install that one now. I thought it was. There we go. All right, let's see. I just realized I got one from someone else that I didn't open. So let me take this off for a minute. I'm going to take this off the screen for a minute because I just realized I missed one. I got you. Robin sent this one in. All right, let me close this one. Wow. All right, let's get the pictures up here. I'm glad I'm going back through my email. Yep, that's next. All right, this is from Vintage Memories. That's Robin. Thank you, Robin, for sending this in. All right. This one is a vintage double cranberry glass perfume bottle with silver mounts. And I cannot pronounce that word. Repulse mounts. Let me go to the description. One screw top with cork inside the cap, and the other one just is a flip top. All right, here's the pictures. That is so cool. I would have definitely picked this one up. There's the cork inside. That is just too cool. Interesting. I've never seen this before. She was pointing out there was a small chip there. Oh. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? That was nice. Yep. It would be worth it, Craig. Okay. Well, so good to hear you got money to waste like that. But then again, you leave everything else. That is pretty. Glenmo says pick this up for $5 and sell it for $85. Carol says pick this up for $5 and sell it for $95. And thank you for sending that in, Robin. Regina says pick this up for $10 and sell it for $120. Miss Denise says pick this up for $5 and sell it for $110. And good morning, Mary. How are you doing? Good to see you. Mary says pick this up for $10 and sell it for $45. I would have definitely picked this up just because of the way it looks. I like stuff like this. I would have definitely picked this one up. There'd have been no hesitation for this one. I like it. I'm just reading the actual information. I was supposed to free pick opportunity. What else, ladies? Oh, okay. Okay, I like that. What? I'm reading the description of what she said in her email. All right, let's see. John says pick this up for $2 and sell it for $50. It is cool looking. I love it. I would definitely pick this up. Thank you so much. Look at cool. Good morning, Glenn. How are you doing? Good morning, hello, and welcome. Anyone else? Would you pick this up? But if you were to buy it, what will be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Little Debbie says, keep it. Well, Robin got this for free. I love free. But I even love how much it sold for. And he went to Australia. The buyer was from Australia. And Jocelyn, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. She got it for free. And look how much she sold it for, a full asking price plus shipping, $295.95. That is awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Miss Robin. That is an awesome flip. Free into $295.95. What? Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Let's go on over now to our next entries of items. Exactly. Exactly. No power when I got home last night. It was 12 a.m. when it came back. Oh, wow. That is a long time with no electricity. Wow's a wow, wow. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm talking. I would have picked that up too. Yeah. I would have definitely picked that up. All right. This first item coming in from Regina. This is a Barbie size furniture, clothing, and accessories. It's from 1996 Barbie Dream House white TV living room furniture replacement, Mattel, and it is vintage. It's a Barbie house furniture from the 1990s. 1996. And here's the pictures. Mattel, 1993. Yeah, the bottom had a little couple of scratches, I guess because they moved it around too much. But all in all, that's actually pretty cool. You can see there's a little crack in the picture, but that's okay. Because it's still sold, right? day, every day. That's right. I am for sure looking at perfume bottles, definitely at Estee. Yeah, you're right about that one, Robin. It's amazing what they're going for. People love that collection. Cheryl, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Yeah, sorry to hear that. She told us about that yesterday. Let's see. Carol says pick this up for $2 and sell it for $55. Miss Denise says I'd pick this up for 50 cents and sell it for 10. And Glammo says I'd pick this up for 5 and keep it for the glam babies. Mary says that she would pick this up for $1 and sell it for 12. And remember, it's a furniture for a Barbie dollhouse. Okay. I was reading her descriptions and let's see. Yeah, definitely. Well, Regina picked this up at a she picked this up in a big bundle Barbie size furniture and clothing accessories lot. Her cost for this was 62 cents. She got it listed and it only took 2 days to sell. And she did take an offer. Let's see, it says offer to a watcher. She said 11% off. And it sold right away for. And then over here, it was for $10.99. So she sent an offer of 11% off and sold it for $9.78. And remember, her cost was only 62 cents. And sold it for $9.78. Not bad. Not bad. All right, let's go on to the next item. This is a Naviso luxury pen set, fountain, ballpoint, rolling ballpoint, petite philo pen pencil set. Let's see here if there's any other thing else I can say about this. And it's also with box. We'll show the pictures. Reminds me of little corn shucks at the end. Never heard of that brand before. There's all the instructions, all the information about it. It's actually pretty cool. I've never seen this before. Yet it was a nice pickup. She did it in a big bulk like that's a perfect way to go. Pure profit on the lot of Barbie stuff. Awesome. Kevin, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. I've never heard of this brand of pens before. Miss Denise says pick this up for $5 and sell it for $30. It was new condition too, by the way. New in box with paperwork. Glammo says pick this up for $2 and sell it for $30. And everything does work in this set. I see you retract it, Mary. That's why I'm not going to show yours. Anyone else? Mary says she would pick this up for $3 and sell it for $30. Anyone else? Or is everybody awake out there? Hello? Carol says pick this up for $2 and sell it for $25. Robin says I would pass. She picked this up at a garage sale for $3. It was all complete, new in box, everything worked. She got it listed and sold immediately within a few hours of listing it, and sold it for full asking price of $29.95. This next item to show is also sent in by Regina, and it was sold on Poshmark. This is a Superman extra large Day of Doom black TM and DC comic book t-shirt. It's an extra large t-shirt. Day of Doom. So would you buy this or would you leave it? Hello, good morning and welcome, Hetty. How are you doing? And Jeffrey, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you, Dern? Kevin says, I am looking forward to the next week, whether we are supposed to be starting the day drive. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of rain starting Sunday night and Monday morning. Then it'll get cold, which I'm fine with that. I was outside in shorts yesterday. It was feeling so good. I love this weather. Little Debbie says, pick this up for 2 and sell it for 28. Guillermo said I would pass. Robin says I'd pick this up for 3 and sell it for 35. Miss Denise says I would pick this up for 3 but sell it for 25. Carol says pick this up for $1 and sell it for 35. Mary says pick this up for 3 and sell it for 15. I am order going to Belgium today. Sold 6 hours after listing. Awesome, Glenn. Cheryl says pick this up for 2 and sell it for 30. Speaking of, Cheryl, I think I have something for you before I invoice on Wednesday. I'm going to invoice you but not charge you shipping because we can do a drop-off when we meet up. That way it's free shipping to you, along with the other stuff I have for you. I just started that a little while ago when I saw your name in the chat. I think I have something that you bought last week, but all that goes on the 15th invoice. Because I'll be on with the Friends Selling with Friends this Tuesday. So if you get anything there, I'll just invoice you and no shipping. Because it'll be hand delivered to you free of charge. Yep. That's how I do it with Carol too. Cheesy Toast, Cheesy Toast. I think of a song every time you say that. It's Cheesy Toast time. It's Cheesy Toast time. All right, Glenn, don't work too hard. Oh, Shell Stevens, yeah. She's still here? I met Cheryl Stevens. I thought she was here. She may not be here. Yeah, I'm thinking of Cheryl Stevens. I don't know why I thought she was here. Yeah, you sure? That's right, Carol. That's right. I thought she was here earlier. Oh, she may not be. Okay. I know I said we were meeting up on the 18th, but I thought I saw her in the chat. She was here? Okay. I thought I saw her in here earlier. Okay, thank you, Carol. Well, she picked this up. Let me get to my email. She bought this on a whole lot of items that she picked up at a hoarder's house. Her cost is 60 cents each item that she bought for that lot. So she paid 60 cents and she sold it for $10. 60 cents into $10. I'll do that every day, all day long. All right, our next item also sold on Poshmark. Also sent in by Regina. This is a Blue Sky Claywork Dragonfly Welcome Friends Tea Light by Heather Goldmack. Show you those pictures. That is cool. There's the roof. There's the inside. That is cute. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Little Debbie says, I'd pick this up for 3 and sell it for 18. That is cute. Yeah. I was waiting for Carol to say something about it. Cheryl says, love Blue Sky, but pay 7 and keep it. That's the first time I heard of that brand. Carol says, buy it and keep it. I knew Carol would do that. Sorry, Carol, it was listed online. That's right. It's different. It happens. That's why I always tell y'all, starting in the month of October, drop your store links in the chat. Go be nosy in people's platforms they're selling on. So y'all go ahead and drop your store links. You gotta tell me about these treasures. I hear that. Miss Denise says pay 50 cents and sell it for 12. I would buy it and give it to Carol. No. Glammo says pick this up for 4 and sell it for 30. Regina picked this up at an antique mall where she works at for $3. She got it listed. She also cross-posted it to Poshmark. It did take about 1 year to sell. She had it listed for, but took an offer and said she'll let them have it with no problem for, she had it listed for 25. Somebody sent her an offer for 20 and she took it. She let them have it with no problem for $20. You're welcome, Carol, my BBBF. And Mark is my BBF. Sold it for $20 and she only paid $3 for it. That's what I'm talking about. And thank y'all for sending those in, by the way. It always helps for the show, for this morning show on Fridays. That's right. Drop your store links on any platforms you sell on. If you sell on multiple platforms, drop them all. All right. This next item sold on eBay. This is a Walt Disney, and I think I have them backwards. Hold on a second. Lord Jesus. I have them backwards. Yep. So that's 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right. Now we're cooking. Now we're in order. Yep. Okay. This is a TV guide from 1978. On the cover featuring Peggy Hertz, Happy Days, Grizzly Adams, Wonder Woman, and 8 is Enough. All these shows I grew up on. The pages were yellowing, but the book itself was still intact by Scholastic Book Service. TV Time by Scholastics. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? All right, there's Regina's eBay store. That's right, Scarlett. Cheryl says, I fell asleep before I could send mine. Oh, no. There's always next week. Regina, do you have any more Dragonfly items? That's right, you can send them in early. Yeah, I star them whenever I see them come in. That way I don't miss out. Let me know. Discount provided to friends. Little Debbie says, for free and sell it for 10. Miss Denise says 50 cents and sell it for $10. Carol says, pick this up for $1, sell it for 15. And Cheryl says, for free and sell it for 15. Mary says, pick this up for $1 and sell it for 8. Regina says for free and sell it for 25. She says she's going to have to look, Carol. Y'all going to be surprised when I tell you what I sold this for. I bought this on an online YouTube auction for 97 cents because it was a lot of books that I bought this from. My cost was 97 cents. Stacy May, hello, good morning and welcome in. Stacy says she would pay $5 for it and sell it for $35. And again, I paid 97 cents. It was in a book lot that I bought. And I sold it for $22.86. My cost, 97 cents. Yeah. All right, this next item coming up. Exactly. All right, this is the DC Multiverse Batman 80 years celebration. KG Beast with Killer Crop BFF it's one of these pieces where parts figures can be added to another figure by Mattel. Each of these parts can be built into something else. It's called Collect and Connect. It's the Batman's 80th year anniversary. And in each part, you can connect it to make another one on all those extra parts that come with it. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it's so for? Thank you, Regina. Glemo says pick this up for $5 and sell it for $25. Miss Denise says pick this up for $2 and sell it for $21. Carol says pick this up for $1 and sell it for $55. Hello, good morning and welcome, Tina. I know you're just coming in, Tina, but I did tell everybody else to start dropping your links to your platforms you sell on. Support and share. Mary says pick this up for $2 and sell it for $22. Stacy says pick this up for 50 cents and sell it for $15. Anyone else would like to take a guess at it? All right, Glamos, I got you for next week. I picked this up on a Facebook Marketplace bulk buy. My cost, $4.65. And I did sell it with an offer to a watcher for $22.11. And Tina says 3 and the 12 on this item. You're welcome. I got it starred for next week. Thank you. Yeah, and you can send it any items you want to show for next Friday. You can send them in as soon as today. And what I do is when I see it in the chat in my email, I put a star on it so I know where they're going to be for next week, which is a lot easier. All right, this next item. This is the Hasbro Marvel Legends Series 6-inch collectible Marvel Thunderstrike action figure. These are the Build-A-Figs. That's what a BAF means, Build-A-Fig. Like on that other item I just showed. Those are Build-A-Figs. You can the additional pieces can be built for something else in that series. And then it does show you what you can build in it other than what it is when you collect all of the items in that series. So in other words, if you keep buying all the ones in that series, you should be able to make this figure. And it gives you what you would better do with it. It is new sealed. Cheryl says free and turn it into 25. Robin says buy it in for 3 and sell it for 20. I'm going to say you won this on Buffalo Pickers drawing and sold it for 30. Not everything I do win on Buffalo Pickers, but that's a good one, but no, good guess though. That was funny, Grandmas. Mary says pick this up for $1, sell it for 12. Y'all know me too well. When I win stuff from Buffalo Picker, it gets listed. Miss Denise says pick this up for $2.65 and sell it for 20. Tina says pick this up for 3 and sell it for 12. Regina says leave it. Now y'all know I love retail arbitrage. Stacy says pick this up for 3 and sell it for 18. Come on. I picked this up at retail arbitrage on clearance at Wally World. My cost, $5. Only paid $5 for it. And I did sell it for full asking price of, actually it was an offer. $22.02 was the offer I took. Why is that crossed? I guess because I took the offer. But I did take an offer. $22.02. Good old clearance. That's right. Love me some clearance. All right, this next item sold on Poshmark. This is squish squeeze animals. These are called the Squeeze Animal Glim Collection Platinum, including one mystery plush. Now, what it is that you have these right here. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 total, and then under the star, there's another one that's a mystery. You don't know until you open it. Here's all the pictures up close. These are like little squeezable plush, but they're little miniatures. Mystery included in that one star. This is the first one I was actually able to use the Ground Advantage packaging to ship this out when I got them in. So I was able to use that for this package. It was a good size package. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you pay for it and how much you think it's sold for? Thank you, Tina. Ms. Denise says, pick it up for $1.25 and sell it for $15.99. Carol says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for $45. What's up, Fart Sack Jack? Clarence Carter, we had a stroke. Yes, indeed. I know what you meant. Let's see. Robin says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for $15. Glamo says, pick it up for $10. Give it to my brother's glam babies. Aw. Mary says, pick this up for 50 cents and sell it for $3. Regina says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for $25. All right, so this one I picked up at it was a wholesale thrift shop in Wisconsin for $5. Only because out of the 3 of us that were there, we cleaned off the shelf and the manager gave it to us at $5 a piece. So my cost was $5 into this. And I did take an offer on this one and sold it for $21. $21. Not bad. For $5. All righty. This next item also sold on this next one sold on eBay. This is the Hellblazers John Constantine Volume 1, number 294 of 300, DC Vertigo Comics, October 2012. It is a comic book. Yeah, they did take an offer, which was fine with me, because I had it listed for over a year. All right, so this is a comic book called by Vertigo. There's the back cover. I'll try not to handle it too much, but I wanted to make sure I got pictures of everything of the comic book. I'll put all comic books in board and bag. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it's sold for. Passed on the gore. Okay. Bread and butter, got it. Great. Yeah, you're right about that one, Tino. Grandma says, pass. No comics. And I got these, I believe, from Patrick. I didn't write down who I got it from, but I believe it was Patrick because of the way it was packed already. Either Patrick or Michael. Either one. I'm not 100% remembering because I didn't write it down on my list, which I usually do. On my SKU area. Well, sorry to hear that, Fart Sack Jack. I would probably leave it too, Regina says. Tina says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for $18.
Regina says she would pass. Yep, that's right. Cheryl says pick this up for 2 and sell it for 25. Hope this test went well. Never heard with comic. Oh, I list a lot of comics. And Robin says she would pass. When y'all hear what I got this for, y'all gonna probably change your mind a little bit because I did take an offer on this one, which was a weird offer, but I'll tell you what it was. I have a lot of comics, but they don't sell well for me. Sleep probably did good on the gore. Well, this one I picked up for I got it in a bundle, so my cost was 95 cents. And a lot of comics. And I did take an offer. Now, this is the weird thing about it. It was listed for $15.55 already and turned around and got an offer for $13.33. I let them have it with no problem. They gave me the numbers and I said, yep, they can have it. Only paid 95 cents for it. For sure, yeah. But that was a weird amount. Because I already sent somebody an offer for $15.55. But they said they wanted $13.33. I said, okay, you can have it. No problem. All right, this next item is a vintage 1986 Walt Disney's Fun to Read book, Who's New Clothing, Volume 5. There was a long series in these books. Somebody just wanted book number 5 because I have a lot of it listed already. No writing in it. And there's 19 books total in this series. This is volume 5. And this is from 1986. Yeah, it is. You're right about that, Tina. Beautiful show. She's good, Tina. Mary says pick this up for $1 and sell it for 12. Glamo says pick this up for 2 and sell it for 20. What are you talking about? Coffee. All right, I'm not seeing any other guests coming in. This one I picked up on an online YouTube auction from Miss Janet for $1. It was a whole lot of books. And this, again, my cost was $1 for the whole lot. That book cost me $1. And I did take an offer for $13. Somebody sent me an offer for $13 and I'll let them have it for no problem. Again, I bought a whole lot of them from her. All right, Regina said it was 25 cents and sell it for 12. I snagged a Pyrex 4 to 6 cup glass. Really? Awesome, Mike. And that will conclude our Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It for the day. Again, thank each and every one of y'all. Let me do this. And again, thank each and every one of y'all for always sending in your items. Oh, good. I got a request. I finally get to do my AdSense now. I got to do my I got to add my account to my AdSense. I just got an email for it. Okay, cool. So again, if you would like to be part of the show and you have anything that's sold and you'd like to share, please make sure to email me at CajunRootsReseller@gmail.com, and I'll be glad to add it. I already have one that somebody, Glamo sent in for next Friday. You're welcome to send it to me as soon as you can, and I will be glad to star it for next Friday. Remember, try to send it in before 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on next Friday so I can have it ready for the show when we get started in the morning. The reason I say 5 o'clock because I do usually at that time pull everything up and open it up for the show. Yeah. All right, let me go and get some links dropped. And again, we do this every Friday, y'all. All right, copy and paste. This is what I have to do because that's the only way I can do it. I can't do what Jennifer does. I can't do it that fast. All right, let me open this up. There we go. Come on. There we go. Now we're cooking with Earl. All right. Let's see. That was her YouTube channel. Here is her Etsy store. So what does everybody got planned for the weekend? This Sunday, it looks like we're going to be meeting up with Brandon and Miss Nancy from Miss Ivy Vintage Market. We're going to the flea market in Groton. It's been a long time Robert and I have been over there. So we're doing a meetup this weekend with Miss Nancy and Brandon. She just replied to my email. It looks like we're going to be meeting there around 10 a.m. Cool. And we will be meeting her at the Groton Flea Market. Her and Brandon. All right, let's see here. So many incredible sales. Yes, exactly. Colleen's. There's Robin's eBay. Don't forget to drop your stores to whatever platform you sell on, even if it's multiples. Yes, it is. It sure is. Estate sales and birthday dinner. Okay, Greedy Moon. Is that who? Where it went? I got to remember these channels with the handles. Oh, excuse me. Chrissy, hello, good morning, and welcome. I had to look at channel and see what your screen name was. Good morning, and how are you doing? Glamours, no brunch, or just didn't get it up there yet? Uh-oh. Going to New Hampshire Monday, photo shoot with family. Awesome, Carol. Don't forget, Monday, there will not be any mail. Our banks will be closed on Monday because it's Columbus Day. So if you have anything to mail out, make sure you get it done by tomorrow. Because Monday there will be no mail. It's a federal holiday. Don't forget. To get a new shed and hope. Okay. Cool. Thank you, Tina. So the link is at the top of the chat. If anybody would like to come on and promote your channel, you're more than welcome to. Come on up. Be any female or Monday. Whatever. I don't know, Craig. Craig, whatever. Nope, I haven't gotten it up there yet. Glamours, you're so funny. But post office will be closed. Columbus didn't care if they flipping banks. Yep, I understand that, but I'm only relying and replying to you as letting you know, community, just to let you know, community service. Letting you know there won't be no mail and there won't be no banks on Monday. In case if you did not know or did not know that they were going to be this Monday. Yeah, you're right about that, Fart Jack. Your public service announcement has been added. Ha. Let's see. Also, if anybody want to meet up on the 18th, we're going to be meeting up at TNT Co-op. And I say we because it's myself. It looks like Carol might be able to do it. And Cheryl Stevens. We're meeting up at the TNT Co-op. So I'm going to try to see if Mia can meet there too. Because her booth is in the same spot as mine. So we'll be doing that. And then on this weekend on Sunday, we're going to be meeting up with Nancy and Brandon. Nancy is Miss Ivy Vintage Market at the Groton Flea Market. Well, Craig, look it up. Google Eyes it, Craig. Yeah, use Google Eyes. Yeah, hopefully Mia can meet us up there too. That'd be cool. Yeah, well, we haven't been to the Groton Flea Market in years. They usually only open on Saturdays and Sundays, but kind of fun out. They open, I guess, because of the fall, they're open on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday only. We learned that the hard way one time when we went up there, and they wouldn't even open. At the time we used to go there, it used to be just Sundays when we first started going there. Yep, that's right. And the flea market that we're going to is in Groton, Massachusetts. Tony Baby's turn 2 today. Squeeze them for us. Yep, Mia, hopefully she can meet up with us. There you go. Well, he can Googleize it. I tell you where it's at. You just got to do the work and look it up. I'm not going to sit there and give you everything. Nope. You got to do some work if you really, truly want to meet up. We just tell you where we're going to be. I'll be honest with you, Jennifer. It never went out in the mail to begin with. And didn't get lost. It just didn't get mailed. Ah! That's right. Always, Craig, with you. You definitely got to sign for it. Yeah, it's going to be cold, but you know what? It's going to be okay. I won't be wearing shorts that day. It's supposed to rain Sunday night, early Monday morning. Heavy, too. That front coming through. It's all good, though. It's going to be all right. I'm looking forward to it. Because I think the last time we were there was in the winter. Now, there wasn't that many booths. Well, yeah, couldn't think about it. There was a lot of people outside. But I like the inside. That's why most of the deals were. All right, Mike. Have a great weekend. Hope you get to find a lot of great stuff. Well, everybody's getting to that time. We're going to end up the show. And if you would like to come on after the show's over and you have any questions or concerns or you just want to chit-chat, you're more than welcome to join me after the show is over. That link is at the top of the chat, pinned to the top. And I hope you have a great weekend. Hope you all get to find what you're looking for or even have fun going on trying to find things that you would like to resell or flip. I'm looking forward to this weekend. I'm going to be bringing my GoPro and filming, meeting up with Miss Nancy of Ivy Vintage Market and Brandon. Although I've already met up with Brandon. I never met up with Miss Nancy. That's Miss Nancy's son, Brandon. Y'all may know him as used to be a Lego Man of the Midwest. So anywho, as I say before I end each and every show, don't forget this month is none other than not only Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but it's also Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So as I say before I end each and every show, love always. Love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day and a great weekend. And stay warm. And until we meet again, later. Peace out. And y'all come back now, you hear?
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana, here at Kajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man. See the special man.